Hello and welcome to the Old Man Orange Podcast. I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
I'm Josh.
And I'm RJ.
Hey, you wait for me to go first.
Excuse me.
RJ must always go second.
I know, I'm just used to it because Cameron always makes me go second.
Dude, the other day was really funny when I ran into you, Josh, and we got kicked out of 7-Eleven for talking too loud.
I don't know, it was messed up.
We even bought things and everything.
Yeah, I had like all my munchies in a
They
bag.
kicked you guys out?
Yeah.
Well, we were kind of loud, and we were actually sort of talking about, like, what it'd be like to hold up, or not hold up a store, but, like, store to store.
Well, yeah. That is true.
Like, the hypothetical thing of, like, if you just went to a store.
Maybe if the conversation would have been different, then maybe.
Or Josh's like, what if you go to a store and you're dressed in a suit with a bunch of buddies and whatnot, and you're just kind of trying to extort it. You know, you go up there, you're smashing bags of chips until the guy starts to pay you.
Hey, you just walk in there and you just start busting up the place. And at least one person has to have a Boston accent, like, "Hey, you fucking prick, give me all your fucking
Vinny
chips."
says that you need to pay up now.
Hey, Don Machini says you gotta fucking pay extortion money.
And then just have a couple guys just stand at the door so like nobody can run. And you all gotta be in suits and sunglasses.
You gotta be wearing suits and dark sunglasses, yeah.
And have one guy go up, fucking spray paint down like the security cam.
Yo, lay it on your fucking payment, guy.
Well, yeah, we were just talking, and, like, you know, we bought shit, and then, like, I guess we're just too excited or something, and we're all like, blah, 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 and the lady's like, could you please get out of here? I'm trying to train this lady.
Yeah, I get loud when I get excited. I can't remember what we were talking about. Like, I know that was part of it. Before that, we said we should rob a bank, but
Yeah, I think that was on the parking lot.
good thing that wasn't inside. That would have been bad.
I like how your, like, wife was there, and, like, the very first time she ever meets me, I'm thinking that this is what she's gonna say. She's gonna be like, I don't know if I want you hanging out with that guy. He really seems to bring the rape out in you. We had this conversation about, like, 70s rape films for, like, 15 minutes in the parking lot.
RJ's probably like, he really brings a ring? What the fuck are they talking about?
For the love of God.
No, we were literally out there, we're just talking about the movies of rape, and you're like, oh, fucking Dirty Harry 4, and Charles Bronson and Death Wish, and, you remember what Cannibal Holocaust, and...
I need to watch that. I need to see that movie.
Dude, I was listening to this podcast of the Nerdist, and Eli Roth right now, he's working on a movie that's pretty much like a Cannibal Holocaust called The Green Inferno, which I really want to say that there's in the very beginning of Cannibal Holocaust, like, those hippie people, like, their first little documentary that they show of, like, Vietnam is called, like, I want to say it's called The Green Inferno.
I'm all about Vietnam War movies.
So, well, this one takes place in, like, he went to Peru or whatever and found this, like, tribe of, like, natives out there that have, like, never seen technology. They didn't even know what a movie was. They had to be shown, like, the producer's like, we gotta show them what a movie is first before you're gonna say you want to come out here and shoot a movie with them and stuff.
Do they start worshiping
Well,
it?
it's funny because, like, Eli, yeah, that's what Chris Hardwick said. He's like, did you pull out your iPhone and be like, I am your God?
Behold! Google!
No, but it was funny because Eli Roth's like, he's like, well, why'd you show him? You know, you show him, like, Star Wars or E.T. or Wizard of Oz or something like that? And they're like, no, we showed him Cannibal Holocaust.
It's fucking horrible.
And he was like, they thought it was hilarious.
Well, like, we live that.
That's every day for us. There was another funny story he was talking about, too, where he was all like, right, day one of shooting and stuff, we had all our props up, we had guys, like, heads on spears and everything, we had our, like, white people tied up and everything. He's like, this boat comes up, blaring music and whatnot. And it's a bunch of, like, Christians come by to try to convert these natives from Texas. And all they see is all this blood and gore and fucking people tied up and everything.
Dear Jesus, help us.
We found the mouth of Satan.
Oh, man. They're probably thinking, the newest Rambo movie, they're probably thinking that was about to happen to them. They're like, fuck.
Rambo 5.
We didn't hire John Rambo, we're screwed.
There's supposed to be Rambo 5's coming out.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I know, I was
The
excited.
last one was amazing.
I know, that was one of the coolest movies in the last.
I love how
I guess
I love how it took Sylvester Stallone literally, like, what was it, like 10 minutes to build a knife that can cut people's heads off with one swing. It was fantastic.
Sylvester fucking Stallone, dude.
He just bent the metal into submission.
Dude, I can't get over how good Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was.
I know, wasn't that a sweet movie?
Like I said, I haven't even seen the other one.
I didn't
Or is there
watch it.
two
I thought it was
ones?
gonna be stupid. It was good.
I kid you not, I would say it's a 4 out of 4 perfect movie.
Dude, it was seriously fucking awesome.
There was like nothing I
Like
could
I
complain
said,
about.
what are the 2 other remakes before this one?
There's one. There's just the
Oh,
Rise
there's
of the
just the
Planet of
one.
the Apes. Well, I guess no. There's technically 2 if you count the Tim Burton one, but that's not part of this one. That's
Yeah,
just
okay, no.
its own
Just-
little.
Okay, so there was only one more, and I hadn't even seen that one, but like I said, dude, they like did that flashback to James Franco's house, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, okay, I see.
There's always gonna be a couple parts where you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like I
And
didn't
then,
get that.
you know, I kind of understood, you know, because the way what was that? What's the lead fucking...
Caesar?
Yeah, Caesar. Well, the way he looks at the house and the way it pans out to the house and stuff like that, dude, I was just like, that's got to be where he lived before.
Yeah.
But, dude, Caesar's a fucking badass, dude.
Well, Caesar comes from he comes on the 4th and 5th one.
He is awesome.
I know. Josh, you gotta see that movie at some
Dude,
point. I kid you not. Probably the best movie I've seen this year.
I thought it was going to
Really?
be retarded. I don't know if you thought it was going to be
Well,
stupid.
the
but
trailer just looks stupid.
That's
to
what
me.
I thought, too.
Well, I saw Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and that one was really good. So I already kind of knew that going into this one's got to be even better.
And the only reason why I went...
I didn't mind the James Franco one. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, well,
I
this
didn't
one's
even see that
even
one.
better than that one. That one's like kind of like it's a good starting ground just to get everything
The only
explained.
reason why I went to this one is because my girlfriend wanted to see it, and I was like, sure, why not? And then
There we go.
it was fucking awesome, dude. I'm glad I went.
Well, the next movie you guys see is Hercules. Josh, you saw Hercules, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like the start of our 7-Eleven. Let's get kicked out of here. It was like, oh, I'm gonna go see Hercules tonight.
It was actually really good.
I liked it a lot.
I was surprised. I thought it was going to be completely different than what it turned out to be.
Well, I noticed at the very end it said it was based on a comic book version. So that kind of made sense why it had, because it had some kind of weird, like, where it had modern language in it, even though that kind of made for some funny scenes. Like the part where, like, they keep thinking the whole time there's going to be those centaurs out there and stuff, and it's, get to that point where there's, like, a silhouette of a bunch of guys on horses, like, oh, fuck, there they are. And then it kind of turns to the side, it's like, oh, it's just a bunch of guys on horses. I just love that part, like, when they're in this huge battle, and that guy...
Well, you were waiting for the legend to become true the
Yeah.
whole time.
And then, like, it really it kind of kept that balance of, like, is this supposed to be, like, kind of like the realistic Hercules, or is there supposed to be some myth in there still? And you never really knew exactly.
Well, he did push over a statue.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Gigantic.
Well, I love that part, too, where that one, like, the one commander guy, he's fucking running on his horse towards Hercules. Everybody's fucking booking it away. They're all like, oh, fuck this, we're not going to battle this anymore. And he's running straight towards him. And The Rock just fucking grabs the horse with him on it, picks it up, and chucks it over and down. And he's just standing there, he's all, fucking centaurs.
Well, he doesn't really, like, pick it up, but... Kind of, yeah. He does flip the horse completely upside down.
Yeah, well, he's got momentum going.
Yeah. Well, the part that I thought was insane, it was Hercules' cousin, right? He was, like, doing the build-up, like, saying the legends.
Yeah, he was just there to be
Yeah,
a scripter.
and this other, like, savage, like, I guess it was the leader of the savages when they first meet the other army or whatever. And he comes running at Hercules, right?
Mhm.
And, like, right before that, Hercules, like, breaks the tip off this chick's bow. And you're like, why the fuck he do that? That's stupid.
Yeah.
You're like, is he just telling her not to shoot? Well, the guy comes and they're like, the cousin's saying the whole time, he's like, Hercules can kill an enemy with one punch. Like, his hands will kill whatever. Or something like that. And the guy comes, he just punches him once, right in the head. Boom! Like, granted, he hits the dude back like 10 feet. It was, like, ridiculous. You're like, holy shit. Sent this guy flying, but he, like, stabbed him right in the fucking, like, dome shot him with the arrow tip.
It was
Held in
badass.
his fist.
Sweet.
It was insane.
No, it was great. It had tons of action in it. Pacing was perfect. What's his name? Brett Ratner was the director, which you can kind of go back and forth, but I like Rush Hour a lot. I like X-Men 3.
It was a good movie.
Like I said, dude, I can't wait to see The Purge. I think I'm going tomorrow.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it out?
Yeah.
It came out like 2 weeks ago.
Came out, I think, yeah. Yeah, not last weekend, but the weekend before.
Oh, I have mixed feelings about the first one. Mainly, I just love the story and the idea of the Purge. The
Dude,
Purge in general is a great
honestly,
idea.
The idea is
I thought
amazing.
Ethan Hawke was awesome, dude. Until the end.
Well, I love Ethan Hawke.
The ending was kind of crappy.
He's a good actor.
That stupid ass neighbor bitch. I'm so
they
glad
just
she's
kinda
not
get stuck in the
talking
house
to
the
those,
whole
But I would have
time.
killed that bitch, dude. I would have killed her real quick, like.
There's
But
just-
dude, this new one, dude, it's just like we were talking earlier. Christian Bale looks like he's on a fucking mission, dude,
Yeah.
and it looks fucking brutal. I
Well, hopefully they don't. Like, there's certain things that will break a horror movie for me. One, when a character in the fucking movie owns guns but has no fucking idea how to use them. Like, how the fuck do you own a gun and not know how to fucking use that thing?
See, that's where gun problems start. Is people have no idea how to use what they own.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. And then, I don't know. The way they treated the black dude that he, like, taped up. They're, like, stabbing him with the letter opener. Granted, that was a funny scene. I liked it. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Stupid little kid, dude. That stupid little kid ruined everything.
Yeah.
Well, the idea like that, it'd be cool to see, like, the whole city and not just be kind of stuck to one
Well,
house.
that's more what this one seems, dude. This one
Yeah.
seems like Christian Bale's going out into the city, it looks like.
I mean, I know
He's
it's, I
on
know
a
it's
mission to kill somebody.
Yeah, no.
that first one was sort of a low-budget
And then,
movie.
Yeah, dude, they were saying it was supposed to be a sleeper movie, and then it just took the fuck off, dude, and said it made hella money. But, dude, I just love that beginning scene, dude, when Ethan Hawke, like, the morning before the purge, he walks out there, dude, and everyone's sharpening their machetes. And,
Yeah.
you know, they're all getting ready, getting their weapons ready. It's like, that is savage right there.
That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, finally.
Out sharpening
Christmas.
it.
I'd be that guy that shows up at your house. I'd be like, all right, here's an AR-15. Here's a shotgun. Here's a tactical vest.
Let's go have some fun.
You got any camouflage? I got plenty of multicam. Let's gear up.
Let's do it.
Like, oh, fuck. Josh is crazy. This is going to be a fun night.
I'm on board.
There, I got some 40s in the car.
What, you think they're going to pull us over tonight?
Exactly. You would have to build like a Mad Max-ish, which is another movie that's coming out that looks fucking amazing.
Oh, yeah, I know that new one.
Build like a Mad Max type fucking muscle car, all armored up, and just go cruising down the streets killing shit.
It'd be one of those ones where you'd probably spend all year preparing for this one day.
Pretty much. It'd be like the highlight of my life for that year. Just like, oh, the purge! Yes! Who's playing Mad Max or playing Max in the new Mad Max movie?
You know, I'm not too sure.
I thought I saw Tom Hardy, but I didn't see like a name. It looked like Tom Hardy.
I haven't even seen anything on it.
You haven't seen the trailer for it? You can watch
I
that
didn't even know
shit.
they were making one.
It looks
Yeah.
insane.
I have no idea if it has anything to do with that. Because you know there's like that game coming out. Now, is that one just based off the old series?
There's a game coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, I did not know that.
They've had stuff on it for like 2 years.
Dude, I haven't
Crazy.
seen
How
a
have you
damn
not
thing
seen
on
that?
either of those.
The movie actually looks like it kind of like takes off like some of the first Mad Max, or not the first, the second Mad Max.
Road Warrior?
Yeah. Has like the big diesel semi-truck looking thing.
See, that's cool. Well, that's kind of the area to start at, you know. It's like they could go back and remake Mad Max 1, but even though I love that movie for what it is, but it's just like, if you're going to do like a modern one, might as well start from the Road Warrior section of it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
There's no reason to remake the low-budget original movie.
Well, that original one is great for what it is, but it's just one of those ones, like, that's not what you need to be
It's
remaking.
not post-apocalyptic, though.
No, it's a great, like, kind of like, it enters into that world, you know, and you see why he is that lone warrior and all that stuff. Even though a lot of people just jumped on from Road Warrior on up because Mad Max kind of had limited release since it was a foreign, well, they're both foreign films, but...
Fury Road, is that the name of it?
Yeah. You're about to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. I want to watch this shit. I did not know this was coming out.
It looks good. I'm trying to think of what else is coming out.
There's a bunch of movies coming out from this point on, because there's, you know, Sin City and Guardians of the Galaxy and...
Yeah, they're already saying they're going to make a sequel to that.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah. I was reading a whole...
Well, there's probably a bunch of early releases, and they probably had some good press on it.
Marvel releases all their little, like, you know, they release, like, their storyboards for, like, upcoming years and shit like that. Like, next summer's going to be the Avengers movie. And they release stuff at Comic-Con.
Well, they've learned that, like, when they do, like, that thing, it's kind of like what Star Wars is doing and what the Batman, Superman movie's doing. If they just release little tidbits, like, each week...
People get excited.
Well, yeah, and it keeps them... And it's like, it's not like that one where somebody tells you, like... A perfect example, here's one, like... Jurassic World. It's been coming out for a while, but like nothing really comes out for it. We just know that it's coming.
You
That's
gotta
it.
stay
That's all we know.
I can't wait, dude.
That's the biggest thing.
I think
with,
they have
like,
a release date for it, though.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2015.
Yeah.
I think you're exactly right though. I think the most important thing if you're like Well, really any company, but especially like entertainment, staying relevant is the most important thing that you could do.
Well, it's kind of like, it's like I look at the Batman Superman one, you get a new picture. Oh, there's a new picture of Henry Cavill. Oh, there's a new picture of Ben Affleck as Batman. Oh, they just released the Wonder Woman
Look at
picture.
that butt chin on Ben Affleck there. He's gonna make a great Batman, great superhero.
Gotta have that butt chin.
Almost they all do, right? I'm pretty sure.
Just about. Technically Batman doesn't have a butt chin, he just has a really big chin.
He has the, what was it, 1950 square jaw?
Yeah. Which like everybody does. That's the only thing about, you kind of look at a lot of the main superheroes, and once you kind of if you put them all in the same suit, they almost look the same, just about. Just little minor differences.
Ooh, but they did say Ben Affleck's head's able to turn.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
I was able to turn the Dark Knight. They kind of had, they even used this almost like a joke.
Can't turn my head.
I always like in the old Batman where he just does the full turn, like the whole body turn. Cape goes flying in the wind.
Cuts glass with his bat nipples. That's George Clooney for you.
The one thing they just need to kind of get to is like they should just make more of like the cloth Batman outfits instead of like making it all armored and stuff.
Well, I would think Batman would have to have an armored suit.
Well, you think about it, but I always think of Batman being more like a ninja and stuff. And
Yeah, he's a ninja, but he doesn't fucking kill people. A ninja kills people at least. Like, if you're like a Ryu Hayabusa type ninja, which ninjas in real life, if somebody's listening to this is like, that's not what ninjas are, I understand what a ninja is. They don't
Ninja
get
Gaiden.
Ninja Gaiden ninja. Cutting people in half.
It's got ninja in the title. How could it be wrong?
Fight tons of enemies. But no, fuck, now I don't remember what I was
See, well, because I
gonna
always
say.
picture, because it's like, okay, like now Batman would have multiple outfits, obviously. He's rich enough to have it.
Well,
But
yeah.
I always think of like his main outfit being kind of like, it's almost like a sneaking suit. Not necessarily like he's, if he's going to go battle Superman or something, he's going to have some form of armor.
Yeah,
But if
true.
he's just out on regular patrol, I always picture him having a sneaking suit. I mean, they have cloth and all that stuff out there now that,
all
can
it takes
be...
is one gunshot and you're fucking dead.
Yeah, but I mean, they got stuff out there that's like strong enough material that, he could
The
afford
way
to
I
have.
look at it, though, there's fucking enemies in the Batman universe, like Deadshot, who could kill Batman. Well, he almost did in a lot of the comics. He's one of Batman's, like, greatest nemesis.
Well, Batman's the only person to ever dodge Deadshot's bullets.
Yes.
So...
Trailer's awesome.
He's watching Mad Max. It's insane, right?
Dude, I'm watching it without sound because the best movie trailer, because I went and it was the video game trailer right off the bat, dude, but it's all in Spanish, but, so it's like, 2015, but...
That's okay. A good trailer, you should be able to understand it without any
I could kind of understand. I saw agua a couple times, so I know it's hot and they're looking for water or something, so...
Agua, porque, Maria!
Do you ever think this is the weirdest thing? In that original Mad Max movie, they dubbed over Mel Gibson's voice because they didn't think Americans could understand him.
Really?
He's talking in an Australian accent. I mean, like, how hard is that to understand?
I've never seen that version.
Do you have the special edition DVD of it?
Oh.
Like, on the one I have, you can watch both. You can watch the original, like, American style.
Sounds stupid when he talks.
Well, she just has... It sounds like he's in a kung fu movie because it has, like, that, hello, I am Mel Gibson here in Mad Max.
God.
Like that. There's like that same guy who did like all the dubbing for pretty much almost any foreign
I
film.
fucking love those dubbing. They crack me up. Oh man.
But yeah, that's one of those ones like they didn't think Americans could understand an Australian accent.
Well, that just shows that people are stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, that happens all the time too. There's movies where it's like they're speaking English. Like, how can you not understand it? It's not like they're speaking a different language where you actually have to have subtitles and whatnot.
I don't know. I can see if it's like an Irish gypsy, like
a Cockney one.
Yeah, like
Snatch.
Brad Pitt in Snatch. Yeah, you can't understand what the fuck he's saying. It's like mixed between like
A dag.
yeah, a dag. A dag. A dag.
You mean dog?
A dag.
Yeah, a dag.
Fucking love that movie.
Oh, you don't talk about my trailer? What?
I'm trying to think of other movies. There's other ones that have come out though that they're in English, but for some reason they just don't think they can sell them to the U.S. They feel like they have to either dub them or they have to make an American version of it.
You're talking about like foreign films?
Yeah, but like they're either like Australian or English films.
Well, it's like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Well, that's Swedish though.
Oh, Swedish?
And those movies too, it's like that's one of those ones like I will say it's like why would you make your movie in Swedish? Like if you're gonna make a movie, especially it's not like it's a small budget movie. It was kind of a high budget movie for Sweden. and you're gonna want to sell it to as many people as possible.
Maybe Sweden didn't give a fuck.
Clearly, they did. They're like, we're
They're
Sweden.
like-
We don't give a flying
They're
fuck.
like, fuck you. We got the best economy right now. Sons of bitches.
So
Every single person in our fucking country owns a gun. We make sure they know how to use it. Nazi Germany, bring it on. Round 3.
Oh, dude, speaking of winning shit, dude, I just won some shit off of Facebook from one of Jake Hurst's little fucking giveaways that him and I think Reverb are doing
Nice.
for that Shadowgate remake.
Huh?
Do you know? Did you ever play that game?
I never did.
It's kind of like one of those point-and-click adventure games. Like it was
That's-
like 19. I think the first one came out in like 86 or 87.
You talking about Shadowrun?
No, Shadowgate.
Shadowgate.
Yeah. But it was like all point-and-click, dude. Kind of like Myst, almost.
That's cool.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, dude. I won some giveaway, dude. That he was like, oh yeah, share this for me, and you'll just be entered in the giveaway. I was like, oh, it's
After I
Jake.
told you that Mega Man story where you're like, dude, it's all possible.
I was like, whatever, it's, and then I was like, it's Jake, I'll shoot him some support because I'm sure he's trying really hard to get people to do this, dude. And I guess I won a bunch of free stickers and posters to it.
yeah, dude, check this out. I won that the other day off of Twitter.
Off of Twitter.
I showed Cameron
I
RJ that.
love the old Mega Man picture. Cracks me up.
I was randomly selected
You look
from
so
his
fucking
like
stupid.
little fucking thing, dude.
So now when you think about it, Josh, if you ever think that who the hell ever wins these things, now you know me and RJ win
We
these
both
things.
won, dude. I get posters and stickers, yo.
And I got fucking Mega Man 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but
Just
Beans,
like
bro.
any of these
No,
contests.
you know,
see
like on
now,
like Twitter or
Facebook?
something.
I don't
Or
go on
Twitter.
Twitter.
Oh,
Like
I don't go on
Facebook,
Facebook
like
either.
these contests on Facebook that are like, oh yeah, share this and you'll be entered in this drawing. It's like, yeah, right.
like all you
No,
got.
I actually won. For once.
All you do is like on Twitter, it's just like they just say like, oh, follow and retweet. So you're like, click, click.
What's Twitter?
They're on Twitter.
You talking
Speaking
about playing with your hoo-ha there? You twittering away?
Speaking of Twitter, dude, I fucking hit a bird on my way back from Pismo, dude, with a rearview mirror, dude.
Speaking of Twitter,
It got annihilated.
it doesn't look like he's like in Dubai
Did your
or
mirror
some
get
shit.
annihilated?
No. Feathers everywhere, dude. There were a bunch of... It was my buddy's car, dude, and there were a bunch of feathers stuck in the top of his fucking rearview mirror. The bird, like, we got out, dude, afterwards.
It's like in the
dude.
Middle East.
And it looked like the bird had rolled down the side of the car all fucked up, dude.
Oh my
And when
God.
I looked in my rearview mirror, dude, it was like, boom! And I looked in, dude, just feathers fucking everywhere.
That's awesome.
I was like,
Are you
holy
gonna
shit.
You're gonna write a deathcore song about it?
Yeah, about killing a bird.
You know, you want to hear a really sad hitting an animal story? I was,
Not really.
I was driving with my mom, right? She was in her truck. And like, I'm just sitting there, like, I think, this is recent too. Like, I went with her to, like, go help my dad move something.
I was sad I hit the bird.
Yeah, well, we're driving, right? We're on, like, Yosemite Road, like, off of Tuolumne Road.
Mm-hmm.
So we're, like, driving down this road, and a baby deer runs out in front. And, like, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was going to keep going, right? Well, it trips and falls. My mom doesn't see it. And it sticks its head up just high enough to get hit by the bumper. Took the baby deer's head off, right? So my mom, like,
Jesus
hits the
Christ.
brakes, right? She's flipping out, and, like, I turn around, I look. All I see is a decapitated baby deer, and I, like...
Like, Mom, don't turn around. Whatever you do, don't turn
That's what I said. I was
around.
like, just keep going. Just keep going. Like, pushed on her leg, like, hit the gas. Let's go.
Life will be better if you don't turn around.
Oh, that is crazy.
It was horrible looking. I was like, oh, Jesus.
And now you can just think, you're like, my mom, she brutally murdered something.
Brutally murdered Bambi. Horrible.
Dude, speaking of this Mega Man cover really quickly, I like how you pointed out, like, he's in, like, it really just looks like a spaceman, like, landed in the Middle East to, like,
It looks like Dubai to me.
they go out and kill the
He's
fucking
in
Prince of
Abu
Persia.
Dhabi right now. And they're like gigantic mall that nobody can go in because they don't allow women to walk outside.
If you never played Mega Man in your entire life, and you had to base it off this one picture on the cover there, you would just be thinking like, oh, this must be some space Republican from the future going off to fight,
Space Republican for the future.
to fight the war in Iraq or somewhere. Or I guess the Gulf War since like 1987, or getting into it.
That's still going on, even in the future.
It's gonna be Mega Man. He's the guy who has to come to save us.
His face is priceless, dude. He's so like concentrated.
And then the second one that's like they're getting kind of closer. Like it sort of looks like it's almost like if Mega Man had a father, that's like who it would be.
This third one though.
The third one they finally got. It's like, oh, that's Mega Man. That's the game I've been playing.
Maybe they realized that nobody was buying that it's a person with a handgun. They're like, no.
Why would he have a
doesn't
gun
make
on his arm? That's stupid.
That don't exist. That's dumb.
In America, we carry guns, not hand blasters.
Damn Japos selling us this year shit.
As long as it makes us money, that's really what all matters.
Well, really, that's probably what they're thinking. They're like, who gives a fuck what the cover looks like? People are gonna buy the shit out of this game.
Apparently, Konami of America, back in like the late 80s, early 90s, they used to just write stupid shit in their books because they're like, oh, we just make money off this. Nobody gives a flying fuck about the story, so they'd make jokes in there and stuff, cracking the characters. And they do it like in Metal Gear and Castlevania and games like that, where it's like, and the Japanese people are like, yo, this is a fucking serious story we got going on here.
That's fucked up.
So it fucked up a lot of people's story, like Metal Gear, just kind of like, they just kind of make things. I remember like in the Zombies Ate My Neighbors one, they're kind of like, characters' names are like Zeke and, I can't remember what the chick's name was, but like, tell them whatever you want. Who the fuck cares? You paid $50. You deserve to name it whatever you want, but we know what the names are, but you figure it out.
So stupid.
Wow.
How nice of them.
I know. They wanted us to be creative, I guess.
Use your fucking imagination.
Yeah.
That's what I have.
What a
video
goddamn
games.
game.
That's what I have video games for, though.
It's like, I don't like when the book's insulting me. I paid $50 for this. Oh.
Fucking lazy bastards. That's all it is.
Well, they probably just hire some guy, just like, hey, here's fucking $6 an hour. You just write whatever you want here, man. Like, I know it's video games, and I don't care, but you know, we need somebody to get the job done. I just don't want to spend a lot of money.
That's what happened with like all the world's like shittiest fucking video games. Some retard was just, hey RJ, you can do whatever the fuck you want. RJ's
Why do
like,
I have to be the retard?
RJ's like, I don't want to work today. This is bullshit. I want to make this game called E.T.
I want to see that documentary. It's supposed to come out pretty soon about like digging that ET back up and everything.
Oh man. Didn't they like bury a shit ton of them or something?
Yeah, they buried a bunch of. I want to say they buried like 1 million plus ETs, and then they buried a bunch of other Atari games there too. It's just like, really, it's like you couldn't sell them for like $1.
That's horrible.
That's bad when you can't sell something for $1.
That is a terrible game though.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
haven't played it.
like literally I could
Nothing
not
happens.
I
And
couldn't
you can't figure out what's going on.
No, I couldn't. Like you just like walk and like it's like green, right? And then there's like little holes. And like you'll walk and you'll fall in the hole and like the whole time you're being chased by some like agent.
Yeah, something's chasing you. There's
Wait.
holes you can fall into.
And you gotta find like certain items. And like you'll go in a hole and there'll be nothing in it. Or it'll be like a snake or something like that.
Yeah,
or
something will get
stupid.
you.
And you're like, this is dumb. And then you just like levitate back up out of the hole. And then like half the time what happened to me, I just fall right back into it. Levitate back, fall back into it. It was terrible.
You know, sometimes you look at some of the Atari games and you kind of go like, and people paid $50 for these games. You know, some of these $50 plus sometimes.
It's because they're crazy. I don't know.
You know, because there's some of those games just like, you know, especially if you get a bad game like that and you're just like, oh, fuck. You know, you get a bad game nowadays, and really, like, a bad game nowadays isn't really that big of a deal compared to something like E.T.
Speaking of $50 for it, you know, it cracks me up. Video games have pretty much stayed the same price.
They've actually gone down, too, if you think about it.
It's nuts to me. I think it's crazy.
Well, because you think about it.
Is it because, like, now, like, say if I were to buy a PlayStation 4 game, you're
Mhm.
like, oh, that's $50 fucking dollars. Oh, it's so high tech or whatever, you know? But, like, back in the day, they're like, oh, this NES game, Mega Man, $50? That's so high tech.
When
Look
Mario
at it.
Brothers 3 came out, I want to say it was $70. Now, that game, I would say, you know, at the time, that's pretty much, as far as every Nintendo game goes, that's probably worth $70 compared to everything else. You
It's
know.
a pretty crazy game.
But, you know, I remember somebody was, like, bitching on the internet once. They're like, oh my god, if they raise the game prices up to, like, $65, I'm not going to buy them anymore. And I just said something like, you know, games used to be $75. Like, N64, Super Nintendo, a lot of those games were all $70. And we all made $4 minimum wage, so go figure.
That's why I always got those systems, like, 2
Later.
or 3 years after they were out.
That's like the best part is just when you buy a system after it's been out for like 4 or 5 years, and then you just have all these games that are all about $10, give or take. And you just go and you pick them all up and you just start go through them and you're like, man, this is great! Go check this game out too, this is sweet!
It's like, have you heard the stand-up by Cat Williams where he's talking about buying his son a PlayStation 2? And he was like, hey, look here, little nigga. He's like, either you get a PlayStation 2, you get this thing called Nintendo 64, and I could buy you 4 controllers and 20 games compared to just a controller and 1 game. And the kid gets a 64. Cracks me up.
He's really getting more bang for his buck if you think about it. But then again, he's gonna go to school and everybody's been like, "Yo, we had 64 like 8 years ago."
It's like, I don't like being late to the party, bro.
All right.
Some games I just like. Call of Duty's one of them, dude. I don't like getting that game late.
Well, that game, it feels like if you got it late, you'd be it's either get it when it comes out or don't even get it at all.
That game knows how to rip off fucking gamers, and you buy the game twice. So stupid.
Well, I mean,
Because all the map packs.
oh,
Every Call of Duty where I bought every map pack, I bought the game twice. That's stupid. I don't want to buy a game twice.
Why
Why would I buy a game twice?
what they should really
almost
do.
if you think about it, with each map pack, it's almost like buying a whole new multiplayer.
No, it's the same fucking system. It's the same.
Well, of course it's the
the
same system.
shit.
The
It's
point,
the same shit.
the point
it's the
is
same
it's
guns.
new maps. That's why it's a map pack.
Maybe they give you like 3 maps
If it
and
was,
one gun.
if-
Is that worth like
Don't
built
they charge you,
up
like,
over
it's
15
usually
time?
bucks?
it's usually 4 maps, a resistance map, and then a gun now.
And do they charge you
Yeah, but I
15
don't
bucks
like
for them? Is that how much they
resistance.
are? The only thing is, I always just feel like what they should do is like if you buy the game brand new day one, you should get sort of like a discount code.
Well,
Yeah.
you're supposed to get.
Or like a pre-order. Like remember when you used to actually get shit for pre-orders?
Well, remember when
You
you used
know-
to get stuff and it didn't cost you anything? It didn't cost you $40 to pre-order a game.
You know what pissed me
Yeah.
off, dude? Is that like Free Fall was one of the maps that were like, oh yeah, pre-order this, you get the Free Fall map. But dude, with every Call of Duty pre-order, they just release the map a little bit later anyway. So it's like, what's the point of pre-ordering that?
No, I was thinking something like they give you say you buy it day one, and for buying it day one and for buying it brand new, they almost kind of say like, well, thanks for buying it. Here's a discount, so you could, when all these things go on.
Here's a code for a discount on like 2 map packs.
Yeah,
Since they released like 4 or 5, right?
or like
It's part of
$5
the
off,
Season pass.
Now, how much does a season pass for that cost?
$50 fucking dollars.
Wow. Because I remember I bought
It's
the
the game
season.
twice.
Pretty much you get, if you buy a season pass, you get 1 free map pack basically.
Okay. Because I remember
basically what it breaks down
when
to.
Gears of War 2 and 3, I got the season passes on those, and they were like $30. And I was like, the way I judged it on Gears of War, I'm like, I like this game so much, the little extra new content, that's worth it for me. That's cool enough, There's some DLC where it's just like, you buy it and you play it about once and you go, that was kind of cool. Probably never play that again.
No, for sure.
Dude, personally, I love the map packs just because I like, adding the new
Well, it
to
kinda-
my old and then having the mixture.
Well, here's the
just
thing. If they
because it keeps it
didn't have the
fresh.
map packs, would you keep playing Call of Duty for a long time?
No.
Would you probably get bored and go on to
I would
something
get
else?
bored with the same maps over and over and over.
So it does kind of. And how much do they come out? Like every couple weeks?
No, dude, it's like every couple months.
Because I remember on Gears of War, when they did them, it was like after 3 months, it was like that's it. It was like they release like something every 2 weeks.
They'll release a map pack every couple months up until the next call. I think it's every 3 actually or something like that. Until the next Call of Duty comes out, and then they'll release that last one 3 months or whatever before the next Call of Duty, and then that's like.
And then
that's
you
it.
get the next. Okay.
And then the next.
So they
Call
got
of
totally
Duty
planned
That's why I haven't bought like the rest of like the Ghost maps. I'm waiting for the new one because Ghost is kind of a disappointment.
I like Ghost a lot, dude. Honestly, just going back to Black Ops 2, I love Black Ops 2 still, and I'm still a lot better at Black Ops 2, but I mean, a lot of the shit in Ghost is so much smoother than in Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Like, the slide as opposed to the dive, which, the whole time I was playing Ghost before I went back to Black Ops 2, I was like, oh, I fucking missed the dive, fuck this slide. But then going back to Black Ops 2, I was like, fuck the dive. But no, dude, the next one should be hella badass. Plus, the Call of Duty's on that. Another company picked it up, so it's they're only gonna be once every 3 years.
See, I think that's smarter in a sense. In my opinion, I
Instead
think
of,
games should be 2 to
Instead
3
of
years apart.
Each company switching off every year, it's gonna be 3 of them. So that should
Well,
be better.
the one problem I have with DLC is I hate it when you buy something and then you realize it was actually on the disc and you just paid $10 to unlock it. That's fucking what pisses me off. Because when you see it's like, why was that only 20 kilobytes?
I know, yeah, dude. I bought some shit like that, and it's just what the fuck?
That's where because DLC is one of those ones it's a great idea because it's you already got a game. Well, why not expand on it? It's a fantastic idea. You pay a little bit of extra, and you get all this extra stuff. But when they start doing things like that, where they hide shit on the disc that you've already paid $60 for, and $80 plus if you bought the stupid collector's edition, and then they're gonna charge you an extra $10 for that, I just think that's messed up.
That's what they do. They just want money.
I know, it's just one of those ones. They're already making a ton of money as is. There's the games that, the games I guess that probably aren't making that much money, they're the ones giving away DLC for $1.99. Like I remember like on Resident Evil 6, like their map packs was like $1.99 for each one.
Well, I was like, because you know I'm a huge PlayStation fan.
Mm-hmm.
They had for free DC Universe Online. I played the shit out of it. This is actually a pretty good game for being free.
Well, when it's free, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really
Yeah,
complain.
so it was really
Did you get
good.
Plus?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
So I tried all the different powers. Like I got to play as like a Green Arrow type of spin-off character. Like I had gadgets and shit, throwing like sticky bombs on people, tasing them, like shooting them with my arrows. And then I'm like, oh shit, Green Lantern fucking light power. I want to use that. I look at it. Of course, you got to pay for it. So then I was like, well, how much does the Green Lantern pack cost? It's like $10, $15 or something like that. I'm like, well, this is where they fuck you.
Yeah.
Now is that
All
one of
the
those,
cool powers cost money.
now is that one of those games where it's like it's the free to play and then they want you to spend money to like be
Pretty
cooler?
much.
Like that kind of, I'm not a really big guy.
See,
I
like-
don't really like the idea of that. I mean, like it's cool that it's free to play, but it's just kind
Well,
of
you
like.
know me, I'm all about superheroes. If
Is
it's
that because-
superheroes,
Well, I like
play
superheroes,
the
but just
shit out
like
of it.
that notion of like, here's
Is
the
it like
game,
the
but
online
really,
multiplayer?
if you want to be the coolest one of your friends, you gotta pay $10.
Yeah,
$10.
it's like an MMO in a way.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I was gonna ask if they do shit like that with all the
Well,
shit they release.
Like
free
it
on
even has
Plus,
like
but-
player versus player on it, and like I leveled up my guy, which I did the story mode like 5 times, and I leveled up my character, and then I went against somebody that had like Green Lantern power and like bought all the packs. And
They
what
spend
have you.
$100 on the game.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of me like within seconds.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, PlayStation Plus has some good ass free games on right
I
now.
love PlayStation Plus.
They have Payday 2,
Payday 2
and they
is the
have
shit.
Bioshock 3's up for free still.
Yeah, they got a
And
lot of
so
sweet
is
stuff.
Metro
But you know what's
Last
cool
Light.
too? You know what's really awesome about it also? Like it's free for that month, and then they take it off. Well, if you like download, like I always hit download, and then I'll cancel my download, so it's on the PlayStation Network. You can download it anytime you want.
That's badass.
Payday 2 has been free on there for like the last year.
Well, it's because it's getting like every
Well,
time
yeah,
I've
it's
ever
pretty-
been on
it's
there,
pretty,
there's
like-
tons of people.
I know, and then same with Bioshock. Bioshock's been free for a while. Metro Last Light's probably been the last 6 months.
Oh,
Those games, Metro.
I
are
think
awesome, dude.
PlayStation is the real gamers platform.
Yeah, they definitely got more than anything. And the nice about PlayStation, they don't really try to focus too much, like, because like on Microsoft, I remember with, like the 360, it's just like you'd always see all this stuff. It's like, why the fuck are you showing me sports and fucking movies and stupid
They
shit
want to be
and
an
music?
entertainment company.
And it's like I don't want to see that. I came here to play video
Did
games.
you see Microsoft basically discontinued the Xbox line of Microsoft? Like you know, Microsoft has like.
What?
Well, Microsoft as a corporation has like a ton of
Yeah.
departments. They have
Yeah.
an Xbox department where all they focus on is Xbox Live, new Xbox platforms, and independent games that are from Microsoft. They killed that entire section of Microsoft.
How can you do that?
But they killed the
I don't-
Microsoft games.
Yeah, they killed all of Xbox. Like the Xbox department of Microsoft.
So
is
then
dead.
where does like Halo and Gears of War go to?
They're being taken to like either third party people that work under Microsoft. Microsoft owns them, but you know they're just like a satellite company
Yeah.
or something like that, kind of like Soviet Union type shit. but no, like
Games like Silicon Knights for Twin Snakes and stuff.
yeah. Remember how it used to be like Microsoft Studios?
Yeah.
shit like that.
Well, and
Gone.
that's been around for
What?
since like
Dead.
1988.
They killed
What the fuck?
They fired, they didn't fire. They laid off. Fuck. It's in the hundreds.
Everybody is
in
about
the
it.
hundreds. Tons of people.
Huh.
They
the most-
hired a new like director for Microsoft like games for Xbox games. That's like the department name. They hired a new director, and he was like, "We're gonna fucking make some crazy shit. Xbox is coming back to the gaming platform. We're gonna fucking rape." And then you don't have a job no more, bro.
They're gonna rape.
Yeah, but apparently they're spreading like all like the Xbox entertainment shit's being spread out through other Microsoft departments. It was a big deal. Like when I read it, like people were like all up in an uproar. Mainly people that work there.
Yeah, maybe they were working there like, fuck you, Microsoft.
I didn't care. I was like PlayStation, Sony.
Oh.
You're just sitting there like, see, you know what? Japanese are supposed to own the video game industry. Not a bunch of Americans that don't know what they're
After
doing.
all the problems Xbox 360 and shit has had, dude, I will not. Dude, I've just vowed Sony.
The
for-
only thing
as
though
long
is
as Sony has a system, I'll get that one first.
Sony's always had my loyalty.
my only selling point to like Microsoft that I really like is I really like Gears of War. That's like the one series that sold me really heavy.
I
on
agree.
that.
Gears
Yeah,
of War.
But
and to
look
me-
at Sony. Look at Sony's independent games that are only on Sony.
Taco Bell, bro.
Came up. It was delicious. Tasted just as good coming
Well-
back up as they going down.
I will say though, I like Gears of War more than I like any of like Sony's first party stuff though.
I don't. It doesn't even contend. Infamous is a fucking amazing
Infamous
game.
is a really good game.
I
never
can't
played
wait.
that.
Oh,
You
dude.
should play it, dude, actually. I played the first one. I didn't play the second one very much, though.
Oh, the second one's so much better.
Really?
Oh, man.
I haven't
And
played the
then
second one. Fuck.
It also has one of the best DLCs. DLCs I've
One of the
ever
best
played.
docs.
Is Infamous exclusively PlayStation?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Really? I
Yes.
did not know that.
So is Uncharted.
Yeah, I knew Uncharted was.
So is Metal Gear.
God of
Well,
War.
Metal Gear's not.
Metal Gear's not anymore.
Only Metal Gear 4 was.
Oh.
Metal Gear's.
Well, whatever. It used to be Metal Gear.
Yeah, it used to be a long time ago.
But,
But then again, I guess it wasn't.
God of
technically.
War is a good
God of War.
PlayStation.
Yeah, God of War is.
one.
Last of Us.
Last of Us. But to me, and those are all like games directed towards like hardcore gamers. Like Infamous 2, not as much as Infamous 1, but you will fucking love it.
Huh. I'll have to check that one out.
Infamous is a really good fucking
Play
game.
the
It's a
first
lot
one.
of
Play
fucking
the
fun.
first one and then play the second. Well, I already know. I don't need to tell you that.
Well, I'm
but
the
get the
first
DLC.
I don't need to tell you that.
Thanks for the advice.
Thanks. So
I'll
I'll
do
do
it in
play
that
the second
order.
first, then go to the first.
But you know, I guess I'll do first.
glad you set me straight there.
My bad. But get the DLC, Festival of Blood.
Huh.
It's fucking awesome. You know, like Cole from the game, he gets turned into a vampire. You have like so long to like stop like the vampirism,
Vampirism.
that
That
vampire
sounds
shit,
fucking awesome.
dude. And you get like vampire powers added on to your fucking crazy electric powers that you also combine with like either fire or ice attacks.
Huh.
It's fucking crazy. It's a great
know,
game.
I'll
The only
have to
thing
check
that
that out.
You're like me, you like superheroes. Cole, that whole Infamous world, they need to make like a fucking comic book and movies off of it.
It's sweet.
Infamous is
I have to
awesome,
check it
dude.
out.
Dude, it's
a lot
fucking
of fun.
legit, huh?
Yeah, it
That
is.
world's cool. It's a cool
Dude,
world they created.
I know it's pretty open. So.
No, I don't mean that.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like,
the
the
I know what you
storyline,
mean,
like
yeah.
the powers.
Huh. See, I'll have to check that out. It's just,
Gangs get powered up with fucking like superpowers. Some like not as strong as others, but you know they're running around with like AKs in the street, throwing like
You know,
fireballs
the
at
only
you.
thing, the missions and shit that you're doing in that game just seem to get a little repetitive sometimes.
Well, yeah.
In the first one.
I think any open world game gets tedious. Because there's only you can't like change it up all
Grand
the
Theft
time.
Auto does a pretty good job of it, but
They even have their moments of.
But
yeah,
Grand Theft
well, like
Auto is
sometimes the older ones, like when you kept dying on a mission, you're like, I gotta drive all the way across 3 fucking islands to get back to that mission. Fuck you. There's always that point in Grand
Theft Auto 5, dude, had a lot of like.
Yeah, but can't you kind of
driving.
warp a little bit quicker in Grand Theft Auto 5?
I don't know, dude. I don't think they had a trip skip in Grand Theft Auto 5.
I remember like the only thing you could really do, like say like a Vice
I just
City.
took honestly, dude. Grand Theft Auto 5 when I did missions, I took a taxi everywhere, dude.
Yeah, as I say, you could take the
Yeah.
taxi.
I guess that's your warp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is it. But
Make it more realistic. in
But
a
I will say-
realistic way.
Going back to the Xbox, the only thing that really sells me on that is if they release another Gears of War, and they haven't really said too much about that yet. Obviously, that'll come out at some point. But that's one of the games out because I'm not even that big a fan of first-person shooters. That's actually, as far as genre goes, it's probably one of my least favorite ones. Don't get me wrong, I still like them, but and I know that's kind of like third person, but it plays like a first person.
did you try that?
But it's that.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I would say, on Gears of War, what really sold me on it. It was the story and the characters. Like that was so
Oh yeah,
badass.
dude. That first,
I
Gears, that
love
first
that.
Gears of War was off the hook, dude. The
All
story
four of
was
them.
so
All
fucking
four of them
good.
are
See, I
amazing.
didn't really play. I didn't like the only one that actually played the campaign was that first one.
It did have
The
some
second
of the
one came
funnest
out and I played a little
multiplayer. I
bit.
played too.
And I like the multiplayer was amazing. And once again, I've never been like, because Call of Duty, like I like the multiplayer, but I've always got kind of bored of it.
Well,
kinda
it's
quickly.
always fun watching someone's head just pop.
Yeah, where Gears of War, I don't, maybe it's because like at Gears of War, it wasn't nearly as chaotic, and I felt like I was a little bit better at that one. Like I was like, I could get MVP in this. I can win. I can lead the team. It's like I had great times with Gears of War. It's so good that would, if there was a new Gears of War coming out, say in the next year, that would be my main decision. I'd get the Xbox One, mainly for the fact that right now there's not, the Quinn Metal Gear Solid 5. You can get that on Xbox One. You can get Dark Knight or Batman Arkham Knight on Xbox One and PS4. So there's like,
I really hope they don't pump those games out like crazy. The Arkham games.
They're
So
doing
far
it.
they're doing-
I feel like they're doing good so far, but I feel like they're starting to get the Resident Evil itch in their ass.
well,
They're just gonna start pumping fucking games
well, because
out.
that last one,
That's what I call it the Resident Evil syndrome.
well, Arkham Origins.
We did good.
Well, Resident Evil actually doesn't come out that often though.
No.
I mean, like,
yeah, Operation Raccoon
in the
City
last 5
6 were
years-
kinda close.
let's see,
Revelations was close to that.
how many games came out in the last 5 years? There was
Resident Evil
6, 5,
Umbrella Chronicles.
Umbrella
Dark Side.
Chronicles, Dark Side Chronicles,
Operation Raccoon City.
Operation Raccoon City,
Revelations.
Revelation. Okay,
That's 6 games.
so there's
on.
more games than there is years. I mean, they are going across multiple platforms, but
No, they got a little crazy with it.
you
And I
know
feel like
The Evil Within, though, dude.
that comes up soon too.
I know.
there's a
For
lot of
PS3
games
too.
that are coming out that look, to me, very exciting.
You know, and you can only
Even
get
with
so
the
many of them.
Dying Light.
Dying Light looks awesome, dude.
I know I'm forgetting other games that
You know, even
I
though-
just looked at in a Game Informer magazine. I was like,
Was that one
like,
like,
every
had the
almost-
top 50 thing?
Yeah, I
yeah,
read that one too,
every
actually.
other page turn, dude. I was
We're
like,
just like,
The new Aliens.
looking at your wallet.
The new Aliens game looks sweet, dude.
I know. They just don't have that money or time.
I mean, fuck, dude. I hate to get excited about another Alien game, dude, but the new one looks badass.
It does.
yeah, that last one that they made was kind of gay.
Dude, you're telling me, like I said, I bought it first day, $65.
It saddens me because
Sorry.
Dude, me too.
I got it on GameFly, and I was like, it just came out, and it
was
was like
horrible.
available now, and I'm like, how is that possible? This game must suck.
It was fucking
I'm gonna get it.
shit,
I did.
dude. Yeah, dude.
I don't
bought
think
it.
I was able to like beat that much of it because it was so fucking
Dude,
hard.
I paid $65 for it, and I started playing. I was like, wow, this game fucking sucks. I was like, but I like almost tried to force myself to like
Did
it.
you lie to yourself? Did you go?
Yeah,
"It's
I
not
tried.
that bad, man."
Yeah, it's not that bad. You know, this is pretty cool. But no, dude. After playing it longer, I was like, I'm done with this, dude. I literally haven't beaten it. I bought it first day, paid hella money for it. No.
My wife just
not
laughed
worth
the whole
it.
time, so I'm like, this game fucking sucks.
It does,
and
dude.
I kept playing. She's like, why are you
It's
still playing?
so horrible, dude.
Because I don't have anything else
all
to
the
play.
mechanics.
I'm like, my money's out
all
of
the
this rent.
mechanics are horrible, but have you tried that Medal of Honor?
See, not yet because I was still
Oh,
playing
okay.
Uncharted. But I need to sit. I want to sit down and play the Aliens Colonial Marines just
I'll
so
let
I
you
know
borrow
what's going on. 'cause
Dude,
By all means,
What
you
we
can
should
borrow
do,
it.
what we should do, is literally put a camera up and make a YouTube video of your reaction.
Sure.
Because that's what I did the whole time. Were you like me? You're like, very start of the game, you're like, it doesn't look that good. And then like I'm going through it, and I'm like, these mechanics are kind of stupid.
Dude, it's...
First time I saw an alien, this is my reaction. What the fuck? I can't kill it.
Dude,
Why?
Dude, the game looked cool to me at first, but then the minute I started playing, I was like, wow, this game's painful.
No, like the characters, like the NPCs in it were like moving all
Horrible.
fucking weird. Like they moved weird. Like one like literally ran out of the fucking wall and then like did like a right angle turn. Like
The AI is horrendous in fucking Alien.
the aliens, the way they move, it's almost like glitchy the way they move.
It makes it hard to kill.
You know what's the worst part though?
They
Is 'cause
don't. They don't crawl. They're like weird. They're like.
Yeah, dude.
the worst
up a
part is
wall.
because that Alien versus Predator game that came out prior to it was really sweet.
I did like that one a lot. The one where you play as Predator, Alien, and the Marines.
Well,
I
they're
didn't
all like
play
that, but
I wanted to. I kind of thought that's how it was gonna be.
that game's
That's a good
sweet.
thing.
You can go get that game for like under $10 now.
I
Pick
have
it
it
up.
if you want to borrow it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
For PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I own it too, but I have
I
360,
got all
so
my
it's not
shit
gonna help
for
you out.
PlayStation.
Fuck 360.
Fuck 360. Well, not really, because I like some games
I
on
went through
360.
three.
I do like 360.
I went
but-
through three 360s. Three of them.
360.
I got the Red Ring of Death. Sent it in. Came back. Turned it on. Red Ring of Death. Like instantly. And I was just like I
That was
stood
the
up and I was like,
biggest
what
problem,
the fuck?
dude.
Like, I was mad. I about broke my Xbox. Like I was shaking mad. Like, send it back in. They send it back. Right. I play it. All of a sudden, like my driver or something, like just dies. Like the Xbox just fucking died. I know I probably got a lemon. That's
Yeah.
probably what it was. But still. Then I bought a PlayStation.
Never
How
had
long
it.
did I have that? 5 fucking years. Not a problem. Then my fucking like, I think like a fucking, the driver for the disc, because it's the original one where you like stick it in and like eats your fucking game.
The
Eats
big
it
huge
in.
one too.
Yeah.
Mine's not the original, but mine's like that.
It doesn't eat it wouldn't eat the disc anymore. It would be like, like I pulled the disc out real
Like,
quick.
oh god, I need that disc
Fucking
man.
chewed it. I was like, what? No! I think it was Metal Gear Solid 4 too. I'm like, why?
I got that PlayStation 3. It looks like a fucking
like-
PlayStation 1. It pops open, you pop the disc in, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I got now.
I know. See, I have
And it's easy to
I have the
swap
model
your
right
memory
before
over.
that one. It's like
You
this
just hook them together.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah, you just hook them together and you like swap your memory over.
slimmer.
took 2
I
seconds.
See, that's the one thing I always give to Nintendo is Nintendo systems never seem to break.
Yeah, we'll give them that.
You really have to break it yourself for them to break. So I will always give that to Nintendo.
Our hardware is really
You
good.
could buy a system day one and
But
they never have problems.
again, with the PlayStation though, I literally like
You
when
get
I
your
was
use
in,
out of it,
well, yeah,
though.
when I was in Afghanistan, my wife didn't have cable or Netflix or anything, so she watched DVDs and would buy like seasons.
So
She'd
it
watch
was
movies.
burn that drive
she'd
out.
she'd watch Blu-rays all fucking day long. 5 years it didn't break. When it got like hardcore use, that was like the number one thing we used.
Yeah.
I cried. I had like literally a tear fell out.
Well, I remember when the
That would be
PS2 came
sad,
out.
It was sad. It was like my champ. It made weird noises towards the end. It would be like,
It's like, no, you're alright, little buddy.
It's like that hoopty you see like at the stoplight. You're just like sitting there and like the person drives up with like a truck with no doors, no hood on it, bumpers missing or like halfway hanging with twine tied onto it.
Damn, bro, your truck needs some help.
It's like some dude with a straw hat and a fucking, I don't know, like a cigar and a fucking giant chew in. How's it going today?
With overalls and no shirt.
Yeah, just like still running.
Still running.
The fucking Millennium Falcon is what it is.
But I was saying, the PS2. I remember there used to be that thing they'd tell you. They're like, when you watch a DVD in it, the disc speed's way faster than when you play a game. So it's
Yeah.
gonna burn it out faster. So that's kind of always that thing I think about, which makes sense because a game spins, loads, and then stops.
Yeah.
Where a DVD's just constantly spinning.
Well, after that though, that's when I realized at least PlayStation's like built good.
Yeah.
Now it's built strong.
I remember at those first PlayStations they had some problems with, but then after that was like that problem was kind of gone. And that was it. But that's something I always give Nintendo. Nintendo, I've never had a fault to it whatsoever.
You want to swap dips?
Ugh.
Have you ever heard of? Alright, this is completely off subject. Have you ever heard of Earl Dibbles Jr.?
No.
I've heard of the name.
Anybody listening to this, look up Earl Dibbles Jr. It's hilarious.
What the
That
fuck?
being said,
Who the fuck
Is that a
Earl
dip
Dibbles?
swapper?
well, he's a Texas country artist who like wasn't getting any like popularity, right? He's trying to make it big. He's trying to become a musician. Nobody's paying attention to Earl. Well, his name's not Earl Dibbles Jr. His name's like Granger Smith or something like that. Nobody cares about that guy. So he makes this fake persona called Earl Dibbles Jr. And like he made songs by Earl Dibbles Jr. Like made a whole nother artist to try to get his actual band attention. Well, no one pays attention to that band, but everybody pays attention to Earl Dibbles Jr. And his songs are fucking hilarious.
Is it like comedy and he's just...
Oh yeah. Talking about talking about like swapping dip with chicks and stuff like that. And like he's like, knock them boots and yogi. It's funny.
Disgusting. Oh my god.
He's like, if your lips getting low, I can feel it for you.
Dude.
It's funny.
I wonder if this guy in real life, he's just like this really serious guy, just like...
Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up, you've been to the South. It's like people I've met in the South. Like, I've met couples that are from, like, Louisiana, Texas, like, Tennessee, Arkansas, all those little southern areas.
Mhm.
We're like, I'm partying with him, right? We're drinking beers. He has a dip in. He grabs his wife
Don't say
and
it.
spits dip into her mouth, and then she starts chewing on it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where
I've never
am I?
seen that.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's fucking like a bird feeding them, like their younglings.
Some nasty...
Dude, that
Used
makes my
dip
fucking
spit.
that makes my stomach turn.
It made my stuff. How do you
Oh
think
my
I felt?
God,
I was
dude, I
like
couldn't
hammered,
imagine
like,
seeing that.
At least he's not doing it from a distance. Like, hey, honey, here, you kids, go run out there long. I'm gonna spin across the way. Oh, look at her, look at that tail, Josh.
it's like the old squirt guns, or like squirts, but it slowly loses power, so she's like trying to get it all.
Watch, Josh. She can do a backflip while she catches it too. She's real talented. Dip spitting.
No, that's absolutely disgusting, dude.
It is gross.
Don't ever tell me that story again.
It's already burned into your memory.
I know, dude. Now I'm gonna think about that.
Now you know it's a
I'm gonna
real
go
thing.
spread it around now, dude. I'm gonna go tell people about that.
What's gross is in that music video, he actually does it too. It was gross. You gotta check it out though. It makes me laugh. I know you don't like country music, but it makes me laugh so hard. Especially the fact that he made that persona to try to get him more popularity, and it completely backfired. No, it backfired.
Oh yeah.
Because no one cares
It got
about
him
Granger
more
Smith.
popular.
It got the
It got-
other persona popular.
Yeah, it got Earl Dibbles Jr. popular, but not Granger Smith. Nobody watches his videos. It's like 1 million views to like, I don't know, like 400. It's like,
Well, they probably go like, oh, related artist, and then chicks go, this guy's fucking shit. Like, bring the other guy back on stage.
He's good. He's not like terrible. But
It's just
I mean, you're like
nothing special. Like, kind of like, you know.
It's generic.
Yeah, you've heard this before. Where the other ones, well, he's doing something different now. I would just stare at that second persona. Fuck the first one. Who cares about that serious music?
He's got like funny videos too. Like not all music videos. Like he has like college pics that he does. Oh man, like there's one where he's like, next we're talking about the University of Georgia. He's like, this coach's name is something like Dave Butkus. Now that's a real country name. That's almost as country as Earl Dibble Sr. He's like, what the fuck? Ladies out there, if your boyfriend doesn't know how to shoot the gun, you're dating a girl. Shit like that, it's funny.
Well, Josh, how was your single man baby shower yesterday?
Fucking terrible. Well, I guess it wasn't terrible. It was just, I don't know.
A baby
It
shower.
was a baby shower.
I wonder what, like, okay, say if, like, a man was having a baby shower for himself. Like, it was like Junior, like the movie of Arnold Schwarzenegger, where, like, the man could have a baby, and, like, all his buddies show up instead, so it's, like, the exact opposite. So you got guys giving, like, the kids, like, here's a Super Nintendo. He's gonna start out right, you know? Or so you got another buddy who's, like, handing, like, packs of cigarettes. You're like, fucking Bill, not yet, man.
I bought the kid a six-pack of beer.
Me and him gonna split it when he's born.
When he's born. When he
I'm gonna take him out on the porch, and I'm gonna tell him what it's like to be a man.
And then you got like your gym buddies, which would be like me and you. Like the gym buddy comes along, he's like, I got him a baby bottle with a shaker ball in it for his protein powder. He don't need that shitty milk out of the tit.
He needs muscle milk, what he needs.
I got him muscle milk for a year's supply. And a shaker baby bottle cup.
It'd just be really weird just to see men buying these like very manly products, but then trying to like convert them into like a baby's product.
I got him a wrench set. It's like rattles, but it's wrenches.
Oh, you got a miniature drum set right here. I don't know why everyone's like it's like a southern fucking baby shower.
I know,
everyone's southern.
voices. I spent too much time in the South. Sometimes that's my like immediate like
Go-to voice.
comic voice. That and like the Boston accent, because those people are just
Boston
funny.
accent.
From fucking Boston, that guy. You fucking prick. What's funny is when you go to a store here, I've only done it a couple times. My wife flips out every time I do it. But like, I was in McDonald's, right? And like, there's nothing wrong with my food. I just wanted to be funny. So I walked up there. I was like, hey guy, my fucking French fries are fucking cold, you damn prick. And he just like looked at me. He's like, I can't believe he's fucking saying that to me. And I was like, get these things fucking hot. You hear me? Don't make me fucking come back there and do it myself.
Was this in California?
Huh?
Was this in California?
Yeah, he's just like, what the fuck?
You see these things on movies, and then you realize you're like, there's no fucking possible way I could do that in California, like, because nobody's gonna react that way. They'll be like, why is that guy yelling at me? But you know, whenever you watch a movie where there's somebody in New Jersey or Boston or something like that, they're always fucking talking shit to each other, and nobody seems to care.
No, people in California, it depends where you're at in California. They'll fucking talk shit back.
Well, if you're in San Francisco, then they're like, hey, you get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you. I don't know what it is. Like, people in San Francisco, there's very few friendly folks there.
In Sacramento, they're fucking assholes. Some people are.
There's so many of those business people you get, and they don't care about anybody but themselves. That's it. Fuck you out of my way. That's one thing I like about the South, though, I will say. It seemed like just about in general, people were just friendly.
No,
That was
they
the
are.
one thing, is everybody's pretty much friendly.
No, I was in Sacramento getting a Subway sandwich when I was at, like, Army Reserves drill bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy behind me, like, the lady, like, just asked me, like, what kind of bread you want? And I'm like, I'll get Italian herb and cheese. It took me that long. And the guy's like, will you fucking hurry up? And I turned around and looked at him. I was like, will you shut the fuck up? And he just, like, looked at me because, like,
What, you gonna spit in my food? I can see what you're doing.
No, some random dude behind me in line.
Oh, is someone
Yeah.
behind you?
But I turned around, I was like, will you shut the fuck up? He's like, gave him, like, my crazy look. And he just, like, he stopped. But then I was thinking the whole time, I was like, this dude's gonna chin check me. My back's turned to him.
What a douche, dude.
Oh.
I know. I've been in places before where like you're in a gas station, there's 3 people in line, somebody's in there who's like, hey, can we hurry the fuck up? We don't got all day. And it's just
Yeah.
like, dude, where do you gotta be that's so goddamn important? Seriously, think about it.
Well, in the
It's like,
South, that
maybe
don't
you should have
happen.
stopped at the
Right,
gas
South is
station
like,
before,
well,
you dumb fuck.
We'll get there when time lets us, but it's a little hot out, a little humid, so it ain't gonna be too much of a deal.
I was watching, I was on this blog thing, like the one thing I actually do on the internet. Like I look at like MMA shit, and this gas
The one
station.
thing, you seem to do a ton of things on the internet. You always
Shut
are
up.
showing us these sweet videos and stuff, which I'm like, where the fuck does he find time to watch all this?
That's when I can't sleep at night because I have
Oh.
insomnia. So I just go on YouTube for hours and I find random videos. But anyways, this like random internet like
Internet.
just damn internet blog in the MMA. That there keys find the pit fighters, tank have it. But anyways, this like MMA fighter works at a gas station. He's from like
That just sounds like a wrestler story happening.
Yeah,
Like
well.
an MMA fighter, he works at a gas.
some like cult movie, he's moving up through the ranks. He's fighting for his family.
It's one thing about the wrestler. I just love how it starts off. He's just fucking sitting there on that fold-out metal chair. It's like that explains the whole movie in that
That
first
movie's
fucking scene.
depressing, dude.
But I love that movie. There's something amazing about it, but it's so fucking sad.
It makes me sad.
Well, that sounds like your MMA fighter. Continue on.
Anyways, he's like some gas station worker, and he from his country, he's like some like Indian country or something like that, somewhere over there on the other side of the world that I can't pronounce.
Somewhere where he's calling up his dad on the phone.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I am a doctor. I am a doctor. No worries, father.
No, he's his country's like best MMA fighter. Like he won every tournament in that country, so he came to
And
America.
in America, he's here
Yeah.
pumping gas for us.
Oh, he's trying to make it into UFC. He's undefeated right now. I can't remember his name. I'd show you. I can't remember his name. Anyways, his partner just gets back from a bank run, and he has the bank bag. Well, these 3 dudes out of an SUV jump out and start beating the shit out of this guy, trying to take the bank bag, all the money.
Dude, I saw this
You
video.
saw that?
Yeah.
The first thing he does is he runs up and kicks a dude right in the face, like boom, just kicks him. And I'm like, oh my god, watch this! Like I'm like, this is a movie.
Yeah. Dude, that's
And then
what
he talks about it. And he's like, I saw the guy grabbing him, so I kicked him in the face.
that's the one that's going viral right now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, dude.
Now, did he take down all 4 of those
Dude,
guys?
they fucked with the wrong fucking dude at the wrong fucking time.
He
that's
fucked
for
them
sure.
all up, right?
Yeah, he did, dude.
Like, he
badass.
kicked
It's
one dude in
awesome.
the face, knocked one dude out, and then like the guy keeps trying to get up. He's just kicking him in the head. He's like, well, I kept kicking him in the face till he stopped moving. That was my idea. Just kick him. That's hilarious.
That's amazing. I gotta check that out.
Get off your phone, RJ.
He's got something important going on.
I do.
I don't know. I just got a text earlier, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have to be there at 6:30. You gotta be there at 5:30 now, Josh."
In the morning?
Oh, yay.
Yeah, on
Nice.
Friday. It's because like the whole like the unit I went to, none of them have ever deployed or done anything.
Now,
So, like-
is this the Weekend Warrior job?
Yeah, yeah. So like I show up, and like the very first like thing that they asked me like do a class, right? And I'm
Mhm.
like, fuck, I'll do a class. I don't give a shit. So I'm teaching this class. The first, and it's like the entire company. It's like 200 people.
Uh-huh.
So I have like half the company with me, and these 2 people are talking, and like I'm still on like military like fucking like full metal jacket like drill sergeant like idea. I'm talking, you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there teaching like the class. No one knows me. These 2 guys are talking, and I just like go ballistic, like shut the fuck up. You sit the fuck down right here. And like they go to sit down. I'm like, no nuts. You fucking move over there where I can fucking see you in my peripheral vision. I'll bitch slap the shit out of you. You shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. NCO, you fucking take charge of your mind. Like yelling at like people in charge of like me. I'm yelling at them to like yell at them. So I'm like yelling at like the whole class. I'm like, oh, you shut the fuck up. Anyways. And I just like continue talking. Like I didn't think anything of it. I guess a bunch of people complained about me and were like, he's a dick.
Like, we didn't sign up for this. This is Weekend Warriors.
Yeah, so I get called into the office where like the company commander, the first sergeant, like all the high-ranking people of the company are. And the first thing they say to me is like, welcome to the unit. You're going to be doing a lot of shit around here. You're in charge of everybody now. And I was like, fuck. This is bullshit. And it was like I was telling RJ, like I go there, like, because it's only like on a weekend.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So I go there and I play a part. I act like an actor in a movie.
Yeah.
But I turn into like the crazy guy. You don't fuck with me. When Bullock comes walking by, you better fucking say good morning to me. Shit like that. They're like, oh fuck, this guy's crazy.
It's like you're in a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Very much. Like, I'm really cool when you talk to me, but you piss me off. I'm like, I go Apocalypse Now on you. Fucking, I go Martin Sheen. He's cool the whole movie, and then the one moment they question him, he's like, I'll fucking stab you in the fucking throat. And then have a heart attack.
Now, what exactly do you do at that weekend warrior thing?
Fucking nothing.
I want to say like camp, like it's some fucking getaway, like it's a Boy Scout camp or something. Like you go there to knit and learn how to sharpen knives.
Well, most of the people are like college students, so they don't really fucking do anything. Nobody knows anything, but we do training, and the training's always fucked up because they don't know what they're fucking doing.
You just train just in case Godzilla shows up or something.
Well, they deploy, but I don't fucking know what they do. Like, seriously, like...
Godzilla.
Like,
That's the threat that you came up that they're training for.
If Godzilla comes, we're fucked anyways.
Well, I'm assuming, because clearly if it's a place that's supposed to be for, like, Holmes defense, is that what it's going for? Like,
No. That's like National Guard.
oh, okay, never mind. I guess that's what I was thinking of.
No.
I was fucking thinking, like,
Godzilla.
we
You think they're trying to defend the U.S. against
No.
Godzilla?
The reserves is just where, like, you hang out unless something happens.
Oh, you get called up and, like, you'll go on missions. Like,
Okay.
you'll be attached to the actual army, which happens never in California. Because they don't want Californians. They always take the Southern Reserves people. But, no, like the big
Probably
thing
because the
is,
Southern
like,
people don't question orders as much as somebody from California will.
They're probably more gung-ho, too.
Yeah.
But, no, like, if Red Dawn happened,
Yeah.
let's say, hypothetically, Red Dawn happened to California, we would be fucked if they were defending us. We would be
So we
screwed.
really got to count on the ghosts of the Sways to get us through, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Patrick Swayze, come down from non-existent heaven and help me.
Red Dawn is one of the most amazing movies ever made.
I love it.
It really is. That's a pure perfect
I do
movie.
The
not
remake-
like the new one that much.
The remake kind of bothers me.
It was
at
too
parts.
much.
I actually there's elements of the remake I actually like quite a bit.
This is fucked up. This is gonna make me sound like a fucking like. This is gonna make me sound really Republican, really. Notice my biggest problem with fucking Red Dawn, the remake. The main fucking
We'll call it
character.
New Dawn just so we know what we're talking about.
The main character though is not fucking American. Chris Hemsworth, he's not from fucking America.
From
Why
Australia.
the fuck is he playing my goddamn American fucking war movie?
Why is it playing the Sways? You know, that's actually not the problem I have with it. The problem I have is the guy that's playing Charlie Sheen. That fucking, like, Disney kid or whatever, who's just like, he's the guy he's literally fucking everything up the whole way through.
He's fucking terrible.
I know, it's just one of those ones, like, that's not Charlie Sheen. That was my only problem, is, like, they just need a better Charlie Sheen in that movie.
There's some cool action parts.
Oh, yeah,
in
there's
it,
great
but-
action in it, and then, like, the cool thing about that movie is it kind of goes on to, like, different elements that aren't focused on in, like, the other Red Dawn, where this one's sort of like, they're kind of almost an urban warfare instead of, like, forest warfare.
Mm.
But still, the original one, that's just
Dude, that's
full-on
such a
amazing
good
movie.
fucking movie.
It's more realistic too. Like when they're all sitting around a campfire freezing, they only have like one can of beans, and they're all bitching about not having like real food.
Well,
That's what it would really be like.
Well, yeah, it's got the same director and writer. Well, the guy that wrote and directed Red Dawn, same guy wrote Apocalypse Now.
Mm.
He wrote Conan, or he directed Conan and wrote it. I know Oliver Stone kind of did the first draft, but he did like the second draft. Like John Milius, he makes all kinds of
Well,
sweet
that guy's a
movies.
badass.
I know.
I fucking love that dude. Apocalypse Now is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's amazing.
That I still every time I watch it, like a great movie or a good movie, you know, you're entertained the whole time. A great movie makes you fucking feel shit and confuses the fuck out of you. Or like almost like what are the fucking like blurred lines between reality and fucking like fake? Because like there's parts in it like
You're sucked into it that much.
yeah, there's parts in Apocalypse Now where you're like, there's no way that could have fucking happened. Like, how the fuck could it be that fucked up at some part? And then you talk to somebody that's been like was in Vietnam, and they're like, no, dude, I went to a fucking place. There was nobody in charge, and they were just like raping bitches. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, that's what I like about Apocalypse Now. There's so many parts in that movie where I for the longest time, it's like I have no idea what's going on, and there's scenes I still don't know what's going on.
When they go to the bridge, like towards the end of the movie, they go to the bridge connecting Cambodia and
in the part
Vietnam.
where they're just firing the AA guns.
Yeah, they're just firing the egg.
And Martin Sheen looks
building
just like-
a bridge and then blowing it up. And
Yeah.
they're just repeatedly doing it.
and it's repeatedly like
And
fixing it.
that really fucking happened. It's fucking
Or the part where they're
insane.
just shooting the black guy's just shooting the AA gun. Martin Sheen's like, "What are you firing at?" He's like, "I don't know. We're just firing. Sarge told us to fire."
Yeah.
And that's it. You're just like, "What the fuck?"
There's someone on the little barbed wire or something. There's someone on the tripwires.
Yeah.
And like that black guy comes out of the corner. He's all fucked up in the head. You can tell he's fucking gone.
Yeah.
He's just like, listens for him, puts a fucking grenade in his grenade launcher, shoots it, kills him. He's like, they ain't screaming no more.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know who's in charge around here? And he's just like, looks at Martin Sheen. He's like, yeah. Just lays back down. You're like, what the fuck?
But there's just so many moments in that movie. It's like the other one too. It's in the Redux version where they find like those
They
playmates.
have a whole hour on.
Well, yeah. Well, like all those scenes are sweet too. I love those extra
Yeah.
scenes. But like the part where they find like the Playboy like helicopter and it's like kind of crash land and they're like, oh, we need to go get fuel or whatever. And they go up in there and it's just raining and whatnot. And then like they find some of those playmates and they're all messed up, you know. And they're just sitting there and you just kind of.
They're either drugged out or they like got the shit raked out of them.
Yeah, just it's something. Yeah, and then like there's that part too where like they fucking open the thing and the body slides out.
Yeah.
The first time I remember seeing the Redux version, I sat there, I watched it like over 3 times. I just
That
I
scene?
couldn't figure out what was going on.
No.
Literally, it's just like I was just trying to make sense of
The
it.
only thing I could think
But it was
of.
so captivating.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of was that they flew in the wrong direction, they ran out of fuel, they landed, and then like, I almost think that the Playmates landed, all the troops just kind of like lost it, like, oh, women,
We're
Playmates.
stuck.
And they
Vietnam.
killed all their superior officers that were telling them to leave them alone,
And they went primal.
and they went primal. Because there's a scene where the dude's like running naked or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck is going on? Hey, come here, man. Come here. You want to spend some time with the Playmates? You're like, what the fuck?
And then there's also that the scene that they had too, where they go to, like the French camp or whatever, where they just set up this kind of like nice little like, you know,
It's like a
100-year-old
little manor.
Yeah, and it's just French marriage. It's like kind of like, oh, we're here for a nice fancy dinner.
Yeah,
And then
he has one of the best lines too, where he's like, you'll never leave Vietnam. Vietnam never leaves you. And you're just like, what the fuck does that mean? This is some trippy shit. It's a fucked up movie. Like if you watch, I've had to watch it like 3 times. Like I think I watched it the first time. I immediately watched it again
It's just that
because
good.
I was so confused.
And I watched that movie since I was a little kid too. Like that was one of the first.
Yeah,
DVDs
when I was
got.
young, I didn't understand.
When you're younger, just like cool action, ooh surfing, ooh napalm.
Yeah, the surfing scene. Holy shit! What
Well,
the fuck?
surfing in Vietnam, I never knew.
Yeah, like they're gonna they have to take this beach, and like they've never been able to take it. They just take massive casualties, and then the main commander of like this airborne infantry unit is like, oh, we have a pro surfer here. Oh, there's great breaks on that beach. Fuck it, we'll take it. We'll let however many people die. I want to watch you surf. I'm a surfer too. And you're just like what the fuck is
He's
happening?
risking everything for surfing.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Redux version of it?
Dude, I haven't seen. I've only seen that movie once, and it was a long time
You
ago.
need to watch that movie.
You
It's
got to get
so
that
nuts.
special edition of it. It makes the biggest difference. The movie's already cool as is, but you add that extra hour into it.
Yeah, it's literally, it goes from like a 2-hour and 30-minute movie to like 3 hours and
30 minutes.
I think it's like 3 hours and 50 minutes almost.
It's good. Yeah, it's not 4 hours, but it's damn near close.
It's long.
I
And you'll be
watched
sitting
it.
there like, during parts, it's like, what the fuck? is
I
going on?
almost watched it the other day, actually.
It's just
That's the movie where I want you to put movie quotes into songs. I'm just telling you. There's some good ones in there.
Yeah, you get a lot of quotes out of that movie.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a movie quote I want to show you that I showed Josh. Actually, at some point, it's at the beginning of a song of this band.
Oh yeah, what movies are from?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh, it's like an old Twilight Zone shit.
It's like, yeah, I don't know if it's from a movie
There's
or
a
from
murderer.
show or,
Out there somewhere.
but it's hella sweet sounding.
It's badass.
Has that old school sounding like 50s voice. You know?
Ah, 1950s voice. Wow, they're checking out
Yeah.
a murder investigation.
There's a murderer out there. Somewhere in the darkness.
Something like an Ed Wood narration. Another good John Milius movie though is Conan the Barbarian though.
That movie's fucking confusing too.
They're all thinker movies. You know, every single movie he does.
I don't know. That shit's crazy. The movie trips me out.
Conan?
No, Apocalypse
Apocalypse
Now.
Now.
I'm still thinking about Apocalypse.
You just kind of stop and you think. Whenever I start talking about
It
that
fucks
movie
me
again-
up for a couple days too. Like I just sit there and I think about it, and it just like weirds me. I don't know how to describe it. Like there's only a few movies that have ever done that to me, where I just continuously think about it. Like I'll just like I'll be working. Like today I was working, like and like you just like you're doing mindless work. Like I'm like hammering up sheetrock, and all of a sudden I'm just like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Especially when whenever I watch it, it's almost like you got to go sit for like a half an hour, just quiet by yourself and take it in. It's that kind of movie.
I know, I'm gonna watch it again here soon.
7 did that to me too. After
Yes.
the end of 7, you know, where
Is that the Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman one?
Yeah, where his wife's head's in the box.
Yeah.
After that, I think when
just
he was like, "What's in the box?" What's his name? He's like, "What's in the box, John? What's in the box?" No. What's in the box?
Stay back. You don't want to see it.
Oh, why?
You make it sound like it's like John Travolta, like, hey, what's in the box?
Hey,
love-
hey,
what's in the box?
Sandy,
Hey,
let me
what's
in
in the
your
box?
box.
Come on, man. Come on. Jeez,
Sandy,
man.
let me in your box, Sandy.
It's your head, man. It's the head.
I fucking hate John Travolta.
You're like John Travolta.
I like him in some movies, man.
What about From Paris with Love? You gotta like him in that movie.
I love that movie.
That movie is just, it's John Travolta, he's fucking carrying around a thing of cocaine, sniffing cocaine, banging hookers, and killing people. How can you not like that
I
movie?
love that movie. I like him in The Punisher,
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, Face Off.
Saturday Night Fever.
No, Saturday Night Fever and Grease and like some
God,
other
dude.
movies.
Yeah,
He
those are
just
ones
like,
I stay away
Oh,
Hey,
Sandy.
come on, man.
Fucking, he just annoys the fuck out of me.
from.
You know, the Swordfish is a good one.
Yeah, Swordfish is good.
You know what? He plays a really good villain, I think.
I think it's his butt chin. I guess.
Face Off.
Oh, he's fucking great in Face Off.
That's another good. See, that's a good Nicolas Cage
my
movie.
favorite. That's
Back
my
to that
favorite
Nicolas
Nicolas Cage movie.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about Nicolas Cage. He just pisses me off. I want to punch him in the face. There's something about Nicolas Cage. I want to fight him. Like, you know, like if this was Fight Club, and you guys are Brad Pitt, and I'm fucking
Nicolas Cage.
I'm Edward Norton, and we're talking about who we want to fight. Nicolas Cage is one dude I want to fight. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Nicolas Cage. I just want to fight you, bro.
You know, dude, you know what movie confused the? It's a totally different movie genre, but Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is such a great fucking movie. But
That
the first
book is fucking insane.
The first time I watched that movie, dude, I was so fucking confused, dude. I had to rewatch it as soon as it was over.
That's another
And
great
then I kind
director.
of got it a lot better, but dude, it's like that's one of those movies, dude.
You gotta watch it a couple times.
Each time I watch it, dude, I like
You
see
learn something new.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Terry
like such a
Gilliam,
good fucking
because he's the
movie,
same guy. He did Monty Python and the Holy Grail. He did. Have you ever seen the movie Brazil? That's another thinking man's movie. It's like it's an '80s sci-fi one. It's got I'm blanking on the main character's name. You see him in all kinds of stuff. It's also got Bob Hoskins though too. But it's kind of like that thing where like this guy works at this kind of shitty little office kind of job and stuff, and he dreams of like being almost like a superhero in a sense or something like that. And it's just got kind of all these. Like, it's very British once again, but you just gotta check it out. I just gotta let you borrow it at some point. It's best to let you watch it, then we can talk about it.
Another confusing movie is Natural Born Killers.
Oh, that's another.
That's a
good.
confusing movie.
Such a good movie though.
Their whole take on it. Since we're talking about thinking man movies
Yeah,
now,
thinking man movies.
the whole like satire on like media.
Yeah,
that
well,
whole
it's that
movie.
satire almost like a '90s lifestyle
Yeah.
too. That's an amazing one. It's like one of those ones. I know Quentin Tarantino seems to. I like to see kind of like since he kind of hates that movie so much. I think he just hates Oliver Stone. But since he hates that movie so much, I'd like to see like, well, what would you have done if you just actually made it instead of selling it off early on?
Yeah,
But I don't care. It's like cause I love Oliver Stone.
I love him too.
He makes some of the best. He's one of my favorite directors, top 5. I'll pretty much go see any movie he does. And that movie right there, I think is fantastic. You ever seen that one? Okay.
Yeah.
He just stops.
RJ was thinking.
I was.
The best part though in it is Rodney Dangerfield though. That's my favorite.
I was
part.
gonna say, but I can't think of any of the quotes. You should put some of them quotes.
You should put that one like, "Don't speak, you're a fucking idiot," and then that's the start of a song.
Better go upstairs and get clean. 'Cause I'm coming up there later. You're like, oh god, it's horrible.
It's his daughter, but it's funny.
Don't hit her. I can hit whoever I want,
What?
woman. Fucked up.
I always also get Robert Downey Jr. in it too. He plays like the newsman who thinks he's all cool towards the end, and they don't care about him.
Good old Robbie.
Oh, and Tommy Lee
Downey
Jones is in
Jr.
that movie too.
Dude, you know it's a forgotten. Actually, I think Robert Downey Jr. and Tommy Lee Jones are in it. But you ever seen U.S. Marshals before?
Mm-hmm.
Is Robert Downey Jr. in that one?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different. I think so.
I thought that.
No, maybe I'm thinking of.
We're getting a head shake over in the audience.
No, okay.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I know. There's
Robert Downey Jr., Wesley
I'm trying to
Snipes.
think.
Wesley Snipes is going to be in the new Expendables.
Expendables.
I'm excited. Antonio Banderas.
I know.
He's got
And
a
Mel Gibson.
He's the
Mel
bad cop.
Gibson.
Third cop, yeah.
This
He's
is
the
bad
bad cop.
cop.
He
I
is
think
in
Mel
that
Gibson
fucking-
could do no wrong.
I'm in that same boat with you.
Yeah.
Whatever Mel Gibson does, I don't care. It's Mel Gibson.
It's forgivable.
Tommy Lee Jones
made-
walks in.
He was drunk. He was an alcoholic.
And he's
for a
going to
time.
kill Wesley Snipes.
He's in the room where lethal weapon. I can't question it any more than
I
that.
love Mel Gibson.
Okay, so I was right.
Even What Women Want. That's a thinking man's movie.
That's another good movie.
But no, Wesley Snipes finally out of prison for tax evasion. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. In a new movie, he's badass,
I like
dude.
Wesley Snipes, dude.
Dude, I was watching that trailer when I saw Hercules, and just Wesley Snipes on the big screen. I leaned over to Laura and I was like, it doesn't look like he fucking aged. Everybody else's movie's all old and
Oh,
stuff.
I know. Well, Antonio Banderas looks good too for his age.
He looks good, but he looks pretty old though, cause like he was in Machete Kills and
Well,
like
he's old as fuck too. He has to be.
well, not as old as like in that movie, not as old as some of the other people.
Tom
but-
Cruise is in his 50s.
Oh yeah, and he still looks good.
Oh, I saw that Jack
Jack
Reacher?
Reacher.
I watched that movie. There's a scene where he has his shirt off. He has like old man saggy titties, but but he's still cut up.
Yeah.
They like look weird. Like he's old.
Well, that's kind of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like an old man, but he's still just big. You
That
know,
movie
because
good?
Yeah.
I heard it was just okay.
It looked kind of stupid, so I didn't want to watch it.
It was alright. I like when he's fighting people in the street, he's not doing like. Well, he does some weird, crazy stuff, but I mean, most of the time he's like punching and kicking dudes in the nuts, which is
Another movie
Always-
came out.
good by me.
Another movie came out around that same time with Tom Cruise in it, and his name was Jack in that movie. Maybe it was Oblivion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oblivion was amazing.
I always
Great
wondered
movie.
if they gave
that movie did not
Fucking
get its credit.
No, it did not.
I didn't think it was that good.
You didn't like it?
No, dude. I mean, it was all right.
I thought the storyline was great.
I thought everything about it, and I just loved like the
I
fucking-
saw it coming.
I
saw
love the twist
ending
at the
coming.
end where it's just like, oh, dude, there's just fucking a lot of Tom Cruises out here on Earth now.
That's what
You
killed
know?
it for me.
I didn't get that. I didn't
That's the thing
predict
that
that,
bugged
but
me
I
about
predicted that whoever was telling him to do whatever was the aliens.
Yeah.
I knew that was the bad guy. Like as soon as like the movie started like taking the turns, like, no, you're gonna fucking do it. You're gonna do it, Tom. Like the little voice or whatever. I was like, that bitch is evil.
You know what that
Bitch is
movie?
evil as fuck.
The another similar movie came around that same time was. Did you see Elysium with Matt Damon?
Mm-hmm.
That was another good one too. They're kind of the same ending when they both go up to space to take care of the
When
problem.
they die.
Yeah.
I like Matt Damon.
I would like
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. He's gonna be like 90 years old, and somebody's gonna be like, Matt Damon, like he's in like an old person's home or something like that. Like, oh.
I love when they talk about like.
And they'll probably look over and be like, it'll probably be Ben Affleck sitting in a fucking wheelchair.
I love when they talk about it and they're like, "Oh, why'd you make Matt Damon sound like a retard?" And they're like, "Well, his puppet just looks so stupid."
Stupid.
We don't hate Matt Damon. We like Matt Damon, but he just looks so stupid as a puppet. So we
did-
made him sound stupid. You're like, "Well, that makes sense."
It's just his facial just looked like it said Matt Damon.
Shit cracks me up.
There was some movie I was thinking of. Oh, we were talking about this yesterday, RJ, but did you see Out of the Furnace? Did you watch
No,
that?
I
Did you
haven't.
watch that in that like 24-hour period?
No, I have not, dude. I went to work today.
Did you see Out of the Furnace?
No, I wanted to.
That
see
movie is the one, because you know, like, okay, American Hustle was the Christian Bale movie that got all the awards, got all the Academy stuff, and I was like, did nobody fucking see Out of the
Well,
Furnace?
hold on, time out. This is why I got awards. Jennifer Lawrence is a fucking sex goddess, and I would kill RJ and sacrifice him to Satan if Satan would give me Jennifer Lawrence. All right, go.
Okay, back to Christian Bale
Those
now.
are pretty strong feelings, bro.
Dude, I love Jennifer Lawrence. I'm just saying.
Did you see American Hustle?
Yes.
It is a good movie.
I even watched, what is that, like Silver Lining Playbook. That movie was actually surprisingly okay.
Well, because it's the same director. It was the
I
same
saw
guy.
the movie too. That's the chick you're talking about?
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know
but
who
in-
that is.
Jennifer
I don't think
Lawrence
she's
is
that.
hot, dude.
And the director of that movie, like, it's the guy who did
She's
Three
curvy.
Kings.
I don't like skinny bitches, man. She's curvy. Skinny bitches suck. He's like, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me.
Well,
Anyway, Spence.
That's the same director that did Three Kings. That's another good movie, too.
Oh, I love that movie.
You know, in that movie, too, the director fucking headbutted George Clooney because he hated him so much.
Really?
Yeah.
George
I don't-
Clooney does kind of
I
seem
don't know
like
if I'd
an
ever
asshole.
headbutt Batman.
Yeah, I know,
He's
exactly.
a shitty Batman, though.
I liked him as Batman.
I don't care.
He had bat nipples.
So what's wrong with bat nipples?
So what?
There's nipples on like a bat suit. It's retarded.
You know the main reason why they did that? Because they were basing it off like ancient statues and stuff. They're like, they got nipples on that thing. Like that's why we put them on there.
So stupid. Bat credit card. I'll put it on my bat credit card.
I think the thing about Batman and Robin, you got to go into it thinking that it's kind of in the sort of the Bill Dozier 1966 Batman style. And if you accept it like that, then it's just a
I
fun
didn't
movie.
think it was that bad, really.
I don't
liked
kid you.
it.
I'll tell you this. That's actually one of my favorite Batman movies.
I liked it a lot.
Fucking high as shit. It's because you love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know that's kind of true too.
Dude,
but
it was a good fucking
but here's the
movie,
thing,
bro.
That movie's fucking stupid.
I liked
well, see,
it.
to me,
I'll watch it. If it's on TV, I'll watch it. Don't get me wrong.
the way I look at
Fucking
it,
stupid.
it's a fun movie. That's what it is. It's not now. It's not a serious movie, you know, but it's fun.
Where the fuck did the stupid ice skating fucking fan boat car? Did you just have that sitting in the Batcave like, one day Gotham's gonna be covered in ice, and I'll need this ice skating fan
Good
boat.
thing I have this fan.
One day! Alfred's probably like, you're fucking high, man, you fucking faggot.
He was fucking right, wasn't he?
I guess.
But out of the furnace, Christian Bale.
Alright.
No. You gotta see this movie. This is the movie. It's like nobody fucking saw it. I never talked to anybody that saw it other than Dunnigan because he saw it with me. You know, and it's amazing. It's a heavy drama. It reminds me a lot, kind of like Deer Hunter and stuff. And did you even see the trailers for it? If you did, you probably kind of forgot. But whatever. It's got Woody Harrelson in it as a meth. Yeah, his brother disappears. He goes to do like a fight to get some money, so Christian Bale's got to go look for it. Woody Harrelson's this like methed out hillbilly, and that's the guy he's got to get him from. He's pretty much the bad guy of the movie. The very beginning of that movie, it starts off, it's fucking hilarious. Woody Harrelson's sitting with this chick, and they're at a drive-thru, like movie, or not drive-thru, drive-in movie. And she's sitting there, and she's got this hot dog and stuff. And Woody Harrelson looks at her and he's all, "You gonna eat that fucking hot dog?" And she goes, "No, I'm not gonna eat it or whatnot." He's like, "No, you're gonna eat that fucking hot dog." And she's like, "Well, I don't really want it." "You gonna eat that fucking hot dog?" And he takes it and he sticks it in her mouth. She's like, I don't want it. He's like, "You're gonna fucking eat it." And he takes her head and slams it down right on the fucking nose. This is the beginning of the movie.
Why is that funny to you?
It's Woody Harrelson. That's what makes it so funny. And he slams her head down, and he steps out of the car and like, "You're gonna fucking get out of here." And somebody's looking, he's like, "Hey, is there a problem going on there?" He's like, "You stay in your fucking car if you know what's good for you."
Jesus.
That's the fucking intro of the movie. But it's just that heavy drama. When it has action, it's really cool. The story's great. And that was that movie I was like, man, that movie must have been a little too intense, I guess. Because I was like, you know, American Hustle, it's a fun movie. It's not an intense movie. There's nothing extreme going on in it.
Yeah.
Where this movie's one of those ones, like, it's heavy. But
I'm gonna watch
you gotta check it out, though.
I thought it looked hella good.
It's
I
amazing.
wanted to see it. I just never got around to it.
That's the movie. You'll hopefully you'll watch and you'll be like, no, that's the Christian Bale movie that should have won, at least.
I like Christian Bale.
I do too. I got
American
great.
Psycho is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Christian Bale's fucking awesome,
He's
dude.
great.
He's good in everything. He's in The Fighter.
Yeah, that's the same director as American Hustle.
I fucking love that movie.
Dude, he's really underrated in that movie, actually. Most people don't even remember he's in that fucking movie.
In The Fighter?
Yeah.
He's like the #1 character that I fucking like.
You know what's funny? Okay, you know
He's so funny. He's the funniest crackhead I've ever seen in my life.
you know Todd McFarlane, the guy who created Spawn and all the action figures and whatnot?
Yeah.
It was funny because like when I watched The Fighter, I went back and I was watching Spawn like right around that same time and I was watching like the interviews with him. And like fucking Todd McFarlane not only looks like Christian Bale in that movie, he just seems like to act like him too. Like identical, I kid you not. Pull out that Spawn DVD and look at the fucking special features and compare it to Christian Bale in The Fighter. I just love in The Fighter too where he's just like fucking hops out the fucking window and lands on that couch.
I know, dude. It was awesome.
That's one of those movies that's like, I don't know if it's supposed to be exactly funny, but I found it really funny.
They're making a movie about my comeback. No, it's about you being addicted to crack, dude. My comeback. All right. That movie is actually kind of sad when you think
That
about
movie's
it.
fucking awesome.
It's one of those like sad yet funny yet.
You know what's my favorite part or thing about that movie? It's in Boston.
Boston.
They all talk
Of
fucking
course.
funny. She's one of them fucking MTV girls. Little fucking skank at the bar. She pulled up in an MTV car. Oh, Boston people.
It's funny just to go around talking those accents.
Dude, I love talking to people in a Boston accent because they just like, they look at you weird. They're like, what the fuck? There's this one dude that I was in the army with, Giarla. He was from Boston. Thick Boston accent. Like,
Giarlo.
hey.
What kind of name is that? Is that
Fucking
Italian
Irish.
name?
Irish.
Oh, it's an Irish name.
He's like, my name's Giala. That's like how he said it. I'm Giala. But like he'd be like in like we'd be at like the bar and he'd be like, fucking shots for the whole fucking bar. And like everyone's like, yeah. And he's like, fuck you, you pricks. No fucking shots. And it's like, fuck you, Giarla. You don't yell that out.
That's how you get beat up, and I'm with you, and I don't want to be beat up.
No, every time I was ever with him or like heard about him like getting into like a bar fight, like he would just talk shit. Like even if the dude beat the shit out of Giarla, he's talking shit the whole time. You fucking pussy, hit me harder. That's all you could fucking do.
That's the Irish way, though.
But he's fucking funny. He's a funny kid. He even like like a lot of people say like Sarge or like Sergeant or something like that. He's like
Sarge.
Yeah, he's like, what up, Sarge? And we made him because he was new when he came, like he was like a new guy straight out like basic training and shit, so we all fucked with him. When like we were out in the field and it was like thundering, and that was like right when Ted came out. So we're like, Giarla, every time thunder hits, you gotta fucking say Thunder Buddies for life, Sarge. So he'd be like, Thunder Buddies for life, Sarge. And then, like we'd all be like, fuck you, Thunder.
Out there chanting it.
Yeah, getting rained on, lightning striking around us, not giving a fuck.
That's another movie I haven't seen that I want to see.
You haven't seen Ted?
No.
It's pretty good. I
heard
will
it's
say
funny.
though, it's a half movie though.
Apparently he stole the idea for Ted.
Really?
Yeah.
I could see that because like well, that's one of those ideas. Like when that first came out, it's just like everybody fucking had an idea like that though. That's not like some people go, oh, that's such an original idea. I'm like, no, it's not. He's just the first person to do it. He just has money to do it. That's the difference.
That movie was fucking hilarious.
I think it's really funny. I just didn't like the Mila Kunis character in it, and I really like Mila Kunis. But it was just one of those ones, like, the parts that really bothered me is just, like, she fucking flipped out on fucking Marky Mark when he went to his best friend's fucking house who had their #1 hero, fucking Flash Gordon, in the flesh, was fucking there, and she gets pissed at him for that. It's like, fuck you. Fuck you. It's like, I was just like, no.
Well, the build-up of all the other dumb shit that he did before that.
I guess, but it's just one of those ones
A
like...
hooker did take a shit on their fucking floor. I'd be really upset, too. It's fucking poop. I like how he's like, around the corner, he's like, don't touch it. Don't do it. He's like, ah. It's shit.
But there's just that kind of thing, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, she just treats kind of Ted like shit through that movie, and it's just like, that's his fucking, it's like, this is not like a normal relationship here. That, like, this guy, fucking him and his fucking stuffed animal, that's their life. You don't mess with that, you know what I mean? Like, that's out of the ordinary. Nobody fucking lives their entire life with a fucking stuffed animal now. I didn't remember that. I thought the coolest thing in that movie, though, was that the guy from Flash Gordon was in it. I thought that was the best part.
He's a cokehead.
Literally, like, because at first when I saw it, I didn't see that movie when it came out, but I remember
movie. You need to watch it.
when Cisco told me, he's like, dude, the guy from fucking Flash Gordon's in it. I was like, dude, I am sold. Like that's in the movie? I'm like, that's amazing.
I thought the movie was great.
I thought it was good, but I will say that, like, that Mila Kunis character made me really angry. And I like Mila Kunis. But just the way her character is... Huh?
I don't really like her.
You don't know about that 70 show?
That's it. And I don't even like her that 70 show. Jackie
Well,
is
she's
so
good.
fucking annoying. But I know she's supposed to be.
She's supposed to be.
So but she's so fucking annoying. And I hate on Jackie a lot. Plus she's a hoe.
Yeah.
Jackie's
Fucking
a hoe.
slut.
What about... Did you see Black Swan?
I did not like that movie.
You didn't like that movie?
No, not at all. I thought the ending was stupid.
I didn't like it either.
You did?
Whatever. Lesbian.
Did you like the wrestler at least? Okay, as long as you like the wrestler.
I just
I don't know. I was bored for.
See if this makes you laugh.
Black Swan.
Me
I was bored through the whole thing. Thought the whole thing.
Me and Dunnigan have this joke.
And I kept waiting to see
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman. I was gonna say Padme. That's
Same
how I was.
thing.
I was waiting to see Natalie Portman naked because I thought it was gonna happen. It
It
didn't
was
happen.
rated R.
I just wanted to see. I was like, oh, lesbian scene, and nothing shown.
Me and Dunnigan have this joke where it's like, what if you like role reversed? You took the wrestler and Black Swan, and you didn't change anything to the entire story, but Mickey Rourke was like played the Black Swan, and then Natalie Portman played the wrestler, and all those scenes played out the exact same way. So I like.
Why the fuck did you guys say that? It's so weird.
I'm trying to imagine
How
that.
that came too.
Like, you
I'm
wouldn't
not
even
about
question
all
it. Like, Like, you know the scene in the
Was
wrestler?
that like at the end of a drunken bender? You guys are like about to pass out, not even like lucid anymore?
No, this was just an idea that came up one day. No, like, think of, okay, you know the scene where, like, in the wrestler where, like, he's fucking doing coke and he's supposed to go see his daughter and he's banging that chick, like, in, like, the bathroom?
Yeah.
Just picture Natalie Portman's doing it. And you're not questioning how it's happening because you're like, I don't know how it's happening or why, but it just is.
Alright.
And then the part, you know the part where, like, there's, like, the lesbian scene or whatever, so it's Mickey Rourke. And you know the part where Mila Kunis's head comes up and she looks at Natalie Portman and it's Natalie Portman's head, so it's fucking Mickey Rourke giving head to himself. And his mom's in the room, he's like crying, he's like, don't come in, Mom, don't come in. And also in The Wrestler, when like Natalie Portman's talking to like her fucking daughter and she's like literally like 5 years older, but you're still going like, I don't know how to question, nobody's questioning it in the movie. I just can't help but laugh so hard when I think about that.
That is so fucking random, dude.
Is it just me or is it hot as fuck in here?
Yeah, the problem is because the door's closed and the fan's not on.
I mean...
And if I had the fan on, it makes the sound on the microphone, the door's open and the dogs bark.
I was just realizing, I'm like...
I'm just sweating fucking bullets.
Sweating like a whore in church, dude.
But yeah, well, that's probably a good place to leave off at. So check out oldmanorange.com. Until then, I'm Spencer Scott Holmes.
And RJ.
And Josh, I'll let you go.
Damn
I'll
it,
let you
damn
go.
it, I fucked it up. I got my chance.
When we first started doing this, there was a point where we had to like almost like lay down, like, okay, you go, because people would talk over each other.
That's what
They'd be like, and I was just like, oh, Jesus Christ. No, you gotta redo it now, because everybody, you fucked it up.
God damn.
But yeah, fuck, it's hot.
Yeah, I'm really fucking sweating, dude. I didn't realize until like I ran my hand across my forehead and I was like, fuck.
You're like, oh, monsoon season.
Oh shit. I feel like I'm in the Philippines.
That's
This is
horrible.
literally what the Philippines is like all the time.
Every day,
Just humid?
day in, day out.
Even in the rain.
Oh yeah, in the rain, super humid.
That's how the South is.
It's even like
Great.
this if it's...
Yeah,
It's wonderful. I love it.
makes for better work. Thanks for listening to the Old Man Orange podcast. Check out our website at oldmanorange.com for even more podcasts, cartoons, videos, music, and more. Send us an email at oldmanorangepodcast@yahoo.com. Be sure to subscribe, share, rate, and review us on iTunes, Podomatic, or any of the other fine sites we might be located on. If you want to help out even more, click on the Amazon or GameStop links on our webpage before you make any purchases there. It won't cost you a penny, but it sends us a little something our way. Thanks again, and tune in next week for more Old Man Orange Podcast.